Hey guys, how are you today? So, um, I'm doing a new thing called, sorry, trying to mute my phone, called Social Saturday, where I'm going to come live. And the topic today, the one that I've been asked about, I guess the most, probably I'm the most known for, is questions about Arise Virtual Solutions. I get a lot of questions in the comments about it. So, I'm going live today, and we'll be going live every Saturday to touch on different topics, just life. I miss you guys. So if you have questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, just put it in the chat box. You may see me looking in more than one spot because I am live on YouTube and my ring light behind the camera now, I'm live on Facebook. So I'll be reading questions off both. So, like I said, we're going live. The topic today is pretty much any questions that you have as an agent, as an IBO. I get a ton of questions on Arise Virtual Solutions, but you can ask me questions about anything about business credit, starting companies, whatever you want to ask about. Um, I will start off with talking about the funding for the businesses. You guys know I was doing the videos on it. And then, bam, I believe it was Thursday, everybody ran out of funds. The government ran out of funding for the Paycheck Protection Program. And they're saying, I guess, the EIDL program. So everybody's kind of in disarray about it because a lot of people did not get funding. A lot of us did, but a lot of people did not. What I will say is I know that they're saying that they're hoping for approvals of more money. So if your bank allows you to still apply for like the Paycheck Protection Program, I know a lot of the banks don't now, then go ahead and still apply because then you'll just be sitting in queue. The chances of you getting money right now, I mean, honestly, they are slim, but you will be sitting in queue. The other question I got a lot this week was about credit pooling. So with the SBA this past week, I know when we called Friday, they were reviewing EIDL applications from the last week of March. They were on. So if you applied in April, you may or may not have heard, but that for the bulk of the applications, they were the last week in March through I think Friday. They were saying they were around the 31st. So if your credit gets pulled, from what they said is they still have some funding left for the people who have already applied. They ran out of funding for mostly everybody else. Like if you haven't applied or if you just applied within the last few days, they ran out. But from what they were saying, they do still have some funds reserved for those who applied. I know people were still getting paid out yesterday. If your credit gets pulled, that's a good sign, usually. From the SBA Recovery Loan, I think it's SBA Loan Recovery Group on Facebook. People were saying once their credit was pulled, like within a few days, they saw that grant for the EIDL. And remember, it's not 10,000; it's 1,000 per employee. If you're self-employed, then that would be 1,000 for you. You would count for $1,000. So usually, like I said, once your credit is pulled, and that's business and they've been pulling personal, just keep checking your accounts. I also saw where a lot of people were saying they got denial letters today and emails on the funding. So we're waiting to see if there's more government approved funding or not, but just hang in there, everybody, and check your local, your city. Like our city, I just got an email yesterday. They're doing grants for small businesses within the city. So don't just wait for the federal grants. Check within like your chamber of commerce, and your state SBA websites and stuff. All right. So quickly, I told you guys before I would do a book a week. For those of you that are just getting started on like the financial and business journey, I know you've probably heard of this book a ton, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book is really good for a mindset shift in finances. If you haven't read it, I would start here to help you get that mindset shift as you're building your businesses. I've read it. I read it when I first started. It's great. Now, if you're past Rich Dad, Poor Dad and you've read that book already, my next book for this week to tell you guys to read would be The Millionaire Next Door. And it's The Surprising Secrets of America's Wealthy. It's a really good book. And let me see. I forgot who the author was. Let me get that. Thomas J. Stanley was what it says. Anyways, it's giving you insight to like the traits and characteristics and just the different things that the wealthy are doing. And I guess you can see what they're doing that you're not. But it was very insightful when I read the book. It was really good. It helped me change a few things that I was doing and gives you perspective of how like a lot of the wealthy are not living in Beverly Hills as we see on TV. A lot of them really do live in our neighborhoods. So that's the second one. And the third book, if you've read The Millionaire Next Door, is Get the Richest Man in Babylon. And I'm going to do books every week. So I am reading The Richest Man in Babylon right now. I just started it. Really good so far. So those are the three that I would recommend this week to kind of get you on that financial. The Richest Man in Babylon, The Secrets of the Wealthy, The Millionaire Next Door, or if you're just starting, go ahead and get that Rich Dad Poor Dad book. All right, on to Arise Virtual Solutions. So, those of you that are already in the portal working with Arise know that some new clients joined us this week. That was exciting. Chat clients are on there now. So, if you're on the live and you're an agent, there are chat opportunities to work from home with Arise that you don't need a phone line for. And it was with a grocery partner. And then another client joined yesterday, was on the portal. That was a phone opportunity. So, as IBOs, what are your questions with Arise? Like I said, you could type them in chat. For those of you that's on the Facebook Live, you can type them as well. I will touch on the first three that I got on the Facebook Live. We're wanting to know if you can service as an IBO and an agent. Yes, you can with Arise. You can be an IBO and an agent. You can be an agent under your IBO. The sole proprietor option is the next question. What is the point of being a sole proprietor? So with the sole proprietor, you're pretty much able to sign up for Arise without joining an IBO and without forming a business, a LLC, or incorporation. As a sole proprietor, you are not able to recruit. You can only service, and you're kind of on your own. The point of having an IBO really is to have a support system, someone that can help you through the process. If you're having issues, they're there to answer your questions, to recommend clients, pretty much to give you their expertise. You don't get any of that if you join in alone as a sole proprietor. That's really what that is. Okay, with Arise, you are not an employee. So no, you don't get taxes taken out your check, but you are responsible for your own taxes. The next question, sorry y'all, this ring light is bright. I'm trying this ring light out. They say it's good for YouTube. About how much can you make as an IBO with the Rise? Honestly, that depends on how many agents you have working. That's and the other sources of income that you have coming in with Arise. Starting out, I don't want you to think you're going to make like $1,000 or $2,000 a pay period. Starting out just from agents, with about 10 agents, depending on how much you charge or what you're charging or how your monetization is set up, you can probably make about $300 to $500 with about 10 agents. Kind of rough view, but like I said, there's a lot of differentiating factors. Could you apply for business funding as an IBO? Yes. And so you cannot count what you paid your agents as payroll because they're independent contractors. But as an IBO and as servicing agents, you could have applied for the Paycheck Protection Plan and the EIDL because you can apply as a contractor or sole proprietor, self-employed. So yeah. And that's why as an IBO, you can't claim your contractors because they can apply for it too. Have I heard anything about unemployment? No. Some states still didn't even open up unemployment to self-employed. So I have not. Georgia did open it up. And no one, I know a lot of people have applied, no one's heard back. What type of business would I recommend starting right now? Honestly, it depends on you and your skill set. Right now is this like the perfect time to jump out and start companies that people are really panicking, but it like even starting off, and the reason why I go so hard for being in a Rise IBO, because everybody's like, what is it? Not only have I made over six figures doing the IBO stuff with the Rise, amongst other things, but it really is a great starting point. Even if you don't stick with the Rise, you learn how to manage, create a company, do process payroll, invoices. You learn about verbiage. You see how people really are in the workforce. Um, you really learn all the skill sets you learn about, good service, customer service. You learn about all the skill sets that you really need to be successful in any business with the Rise. And it's not expensive to get into. So that's why I always say Arise is a great place to start. But if I had to choose a business to jump into right now, outside of the ones I have, I would be looking at some sort of marketing, honestly, digital marketing, Facebook, Instagram marketing. I would be picking up those skill sets, video editing, anything that really has to do with online. After this, like the world is going to shift and you're going to see how much online matters. So if I had to pick a company to start now, it would be some sort of a digital marketing platform type of a company or products. Building business credit, what can I tell you guys? Well, right now it's a little sticky situation. No, I actually will be posting a video. What is it? Post day is Sunday, so it'll be tomorrow. I'm going to post the video on building your business credit. But what I can tell you is right now, although you can build it up, a lot of companies are starting to pull back because of what's going on giving credit business wise too. The beginning stages is pretty much going to the Dun and Bradstreet site, getting a Dun's phone number, setting up your online presence online with the website, getting your business phone. Those are pretty much the beginning phases, but I will have a PowerPoint video tomorrow on it. YouTube is quiet today. I'm getting all the love on Facebook Live. Do you guys on YouTube have any questions about anything? It's Social Saturday. Anything, life, washing your dogs, anything. Um, will I be doing live classes? So I do live classes. I have masterclass and Wednesday coming up this Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'm doing a build your business live class. That class, it's only $19.99 and it's probably gonna be about 2 hours now. You're gonna sit in there for a little minute, but I will be going over how to start your company, the foundation of it. You'll get building your business credit we'll be doing, and I'll be walking you through that stuff step by step. You'll also get the online presence list, the quick business start guide, making sure your branding and foundation is set up is what that class will be. So a lot of people want to start companies but don't know where to start. That's who needs to be in the class. If you're looking to start a business or you just started one, and guidance on payroll or what you need to do to hire your first people, that sort of thing, that is what that class is for. Now if you already have your business and you have the foundation going and you're sure that you're all the way secure, I have a class later for that, but this is for those that are just starting out and need that guidance. And I said that'll be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. How can you attend the class, Carlos? I will have the link under this video for it. And I said, and I know funds are tight with everybody, so the class is only $19.99 to come. And I said you'll get the emails for the guides after that'll walk you through even after the class. So hop in. How long have I been doing business? I've been doing business. My very first business was a baby store, you guys. I was pregnant and didn't want to have to worry about buying diapers. So I was like, let me create a baby store so that I can buy some and sell some. And I bombed. Amazon came out with their baby stuff and like everybody forgot about me. That was like 10 years ago. So yeah, I've been doing business for like 10 years. What do I recommend recruiting methods with the rise? Right now you guys can't really go. Nobody can go anywhere. I'm sorry. Ricky, my dog. No one can go anywhere. But right now I would say go to Facebook is a great place. The social media is a great place to market your company. It just depends on how and where you're marketing it on social media. But a big thing to do would be like joining work from home groups, joining whatever your niche is or niche, depending on how you say it. Join like all the groups you can surrounding that. Jump in, like answer questions. Don't just go in there and push products and stuff. Nobody will ever sign up. But answer questions and kind of get known a little bit and then slide it in there. Outside of that, you can market on your own group, your own business page. You can market on your personal page. I don't do a lot of marketing on my personal page, but some people do, just to let the people on your timeline know what you do. Carlos in the entrepreneur group that I have on Facebook is where we are live. What is my favorite thing to do on Saturdays? I work, y'all. I probably work 8 days a week, just playing. I know there's only 7. I really do. I work on Saturdays. I do like to eat ice cream. I've definitely gained a good freshman 15 since we've been in quarantine. I can't stay away from the refrigerator. Does anybody in here have like a workout channel? I need one. The best clients to work for with the rise. That depends on honestly, that depends on your schedule and what you like to do. I can't say client names here. I'm not trying to get my contract terminated with the rise for my IBOs, but I will say that they have a client that is a high-end retailer client that's super easy to work with and pretty good. A lot of people really like their roadside assistance clients, and those they usually have a lot of hours. And they had 2 of the clients they had. It's no need in even naming those. Right now, they're not taking calls for them because of what's going on. They have a new grocery client though that's doing chat, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that's gonna go. So if you don't want to talk on the phone, but you want to work from home right now and chat, sign up with the Rise. If you need an IBO for a Rise, well, I mean, you can always join my team. My IB ID is 71591, but I can also refer you to IBOs too. I know several good ones. And if you are an IBO, right now, you guys, is the best time to start recruiting. Everybody's at home. Everybody has time for certification and wants to make money from home. We don't know when this is over, except Florida. They've already opened up, and I think Texas is next. So you guys, they're opening these states right now. I'm telling you, stay at home and let everybody else go out and see what happens to them. Stay at home for a little bit. Products that I would start a business for. Well, right now, masks and stuff are doing. I see a lot of good T-shirt companies. I think that if I was creative and I had the time to do like graphic design, I think I would do like a T-shirt company. And kind of just create your designs, put it up and market it. Especially with this coronavirus, like there's a ton of T-shirt sayings and Tiger King and all that going on that you could promote and sell. Everybody's buying off Instagram right now. Nobody has anything else to do. Do I find it hard to get clients based on agents having to pay? No, it's about how you word it. If when you talk to your agent, you're like, well, we have some work, but you have to pay for it. They're not going to want to sign up. It's going to be like, why do I have to pay to work? But if you explain to them that they are and certification, and they're a contractor. Usually people don't understand what being a contractor is, what the problem is. So you just kind of let them know you're not paying for the education part of it. You're paying, you get paid for the actual service that you do with being a contractor. Also, you can get tax credits for the classes that they take. The fees that they pay, they can get tax credits on that stuff. You kind of just explain that to them, the benefits of it, and not the well, you have to pay your money. And if you're an IBO, offering incentives is not bad either. Like we offer incentives that gives them a chance to get that money back. So essentially it's free. But yeah, always word it positively. Even when you talk to people on the phone, like keep a positive voice. Don't some people have a tendency their voice goes lower when they talk about fees. Don't do that. Keep that same excitement all the way through, fees and all. Carlos, I look forward to seeing you in the class. Like I said, under this video, I will post the link for Wednesday night's class. Tiffany, what is my biggest hurdle as an IBO, being a bigger IBO? I think that right now my biggest hurdle is probably not having a lot of enough clients on the portal. The clients have been kind of in and out because of what's going on. Call volumes decreased for a lot of people. So everybody getting all the hours that they're trying to get now has been kind of hard for them. Text time. So Jeanette, on text time, no, I use Intuit IOP is what it's called. It's Intuit IOP is online for our pay stuff. So when we pay them out, it automatically generates invoices, and they do the 1099s too. So tax time is not really a big issue. If you're just starting out, don't use Intuit IOP. It's not worth the cost for you. You'd be better off using like Square Payroll. Square Contractor Pay is what it's called. $5 per agent per month, and they also do the invoices for you. With your agents, or if you want to go through your bank and do like some sort of direct pay, you can do that too. It's even cheaper than Square. But for Square, for you not to have to do 1099s or invoices, $5 per agent per month is not bad. It's $2.50 per pay period. And they only charge you for the agents that you pay. So they're really good. I use them with my delivery company. Justin, no, Wednesday is not Masterclass. That's a totally separate class. That's like a big class to get your IBO started, built, you get your documents. It's a self-paced class, and we go live. That's totally separate, but I will put the link for that under the video as well. Wednesday is going to be a one-day, 2-hour class for new business owners or people who want to start businesses. And that's any business. It's just getting your foundation set up for business credit building and that sort of a deal. No problem. Yeah, you can do both if you want to. Look, I'd love to have you. Do I think the government's going to give more funding? Well, Jason, I don't know. I don't know. They're probably going to pass something. It's election year. They're probably going to do something else to shut everybody up, but I don't think it's going to be to the extent that the first round was. Honestly, I feel like the states are going to try to really open up a lot faster so that the funding doesn't need to go out. But we'll see. How many companies? So I currently own 4 companies that I'm like full hands-on in. I have a couple dollars in a couple other companies, but I'm not primary owner in those. But I personally have 4. It's a lot. But it's great because they all can be done from my house. So I haven't well, not all. One of them can't, but the delivery one can't. But the other ones can. Any other questions? We're almost at the 30-minute mark, you guys, and I said I wasn't going to stay past 30. Said I just wanted to hop in. I'm going to come every Saturday and do a live we'll do different topics every Saturday. And like I said, you can just any questions you want to have that you have, you can put in there. Really, just to connect with people. I know we're all in the house just going crazy. Somebody to talk to. What do I think about stocks? Y'all know I love stocks. I talk about it all the time. I love stocks. You want to know which ones I recommend? So I didn't go on there Friday, surprisingly, because I'm usually always in the stock market. And who do I use? All right, so let me tackle that whole group at the same time. Amanda, I like Ally or Ally.com. I really like TD Ameritrade. If you're just starting out, I guess a simple platform. A lot of people start out on like Robinhood, and you can even get stocks on Cash App and Bitcoin. You can get stocks and Bitcoin on Cash App, but a lot of people do Robinhood. I like TD and Ally, and I do Stockpile sometimes because you can do gift cards with Stockpile. So like you can give somebody's kid a stock as a gift with Stockpile. All right, so that's the companies I like to use. Differences, well, right, Ally, the money is like not available right away. So like if you try to move, $300, $400, $500 to get a stock right then and there, you have to wait for it to process, which can take a couple of days sometimes. But with like TD, you don't have to wait. You put the money in there before 7, the money's available right then and there. So with Ally, you can miss out on stocks sometimes, but I still like their platform. As far as which stocks are the best, so y'all know I'm not a stock expert, so don't try to, you buy stocks I recommend and you don't get paid the way you think you should, come back. But the stocks that I bought, I've been buying. So last week I bought Tesla when it dipped down to I think it was 450, 400. And this week Tesla went up to like 750. So within a week, made almost $3,000 off of that one. Carnival Cruise Lines. I jumped in when it was $8, so that was like a week ago, and bought like 100 of them. And I'm probably gonna buy some more because it's still only 11 or 12. But I think Carnival Cruise Lines is a good stock to look at. Um, what else did I get? Oh, I did jump in on Beyond Meat last week when it was down to like 50. I think it's up to like 60 or 70 now, and I still don't think that that's bad. I think that you're gonna see some growth in them. So I did Beyond Meat, and I bought a few airline stocks. Delta is only 20 something dollars, and American Airlines. I didn't spend a whole lot in that, but I bought a couple of them. I also bought a few, what was the other ones? Oil companies. I did. I bought, so look into, and if you can just go to Google and just type in like best oil stocks to buy, and you'll see oil companies come up. Oil companies are pretty low right now because of all of the things that are going on with the oil. Um, they have the stuff that's brewing with that. So oil prices have decreased. We can't drive, so a lot of people probably haven't seen it, but the stocks are dropping too. That's something that will rise again. I would look into that. Also, I did buy 2 REITs. I know one of them was like ticker O. I forgot the other one, but I bought them because they dropped. Like they were sitting at $70. I know ticker O was sitting at like $70, $80 for a while, and I think it dropped to like 40. I bought a couple of those. Disney, it's been up and down. I think it was like $100 last I checked, but you can set where it will send you text messages when the stocks drop. And Disney they dropped to like $80. I know within the last 3 weeks, it was between 80 and 95. So if you can hop in at that price point with Disney, they would be a great buy long term. Some of these are long term, some of these are short term that I'm looking at. A lot of people are buying a lot of what somebody said they bought Lysol stocks too. Um, I don't think those are bad. I probably wouldn't dump a ton in there. If Tesla drops again, you guys, and you have the money, then definitely hop into that. Amazon I got one Amazon stock. Amazon dropped down to like 1,800, and I got one of those. but they're up at like two. I think they're back up at like two something now. But yeah, I think those are all the stocks that I purchased within like this week and last week. Next week, you guys, I didn't think about even doing it. I didn't think the question was gonna come up. But what I'll do is I will write down my tickers that I bought, and when we go live next week, I can give y'all the actual tickers to go look at. Do I do only dividend stocks? No, the list that I gave you was a combination. I prefer dividend stocks, but for like long-term investments, but no, like Beyond Meat and a few other ones, they were not dividends, but I know that I'm going to make my money back and more when the market turns back around. What do I think about Spirit Airline? um, they're airline stock. I don't own any Spirit stocks. I guess I can research it for you and look. If you're not in the group already, you guys, there's a group called Stocks and Stilettos on Facebook. Amazing stock group. You should totally join it. It's called Stocks and Stilettos. But yeah, that's it on my stocks. Does Arise have an affiliate program? Like a referral program? They do have a referral program where as an IBO, um, you can put, or even as an agent, but you would want to be an IBO so that you could get the actual pay and not your IBO to do that part. You just give them your ID. If you're an IBO, give them your IB ID. If you're an agent, well, actually, I'm sorry, I misspoke. You're gonna have to give them your agent ID for both. But you give them your CSP ID, and then they put it in the who referred you box, and they do have a referral program that once that person starts taking calls and gets a production SOW, I think right now they're paying you $200 per agent. It's something, but this, what I'm just telling you now, for anyone who might watch video in the future, that's not always the program. They're just doing that right now. Their referral incentives change all the time. So it is April, let me check, April 18th. That's the program on the 18th of 2020. It could change next week, but they will pay you out for referrals. You do not have to work for any clients as an IBO. You can just have your IBO and just solely recruit. Now, if you've never worked on the platform before, it's going to be harder for you to be an IBO. So either A, you need to jump in and service to get some experience, or B, sign up for some sort of mentorship class or something that will walk you through. That's actually why I did Masterclass, was to help people through that process so that you can see what your agents will see and know how to have your IBO and grow it. So either you need the service and get the experience, or link up with someone who has it that can help you. You service? Good. Then yeah, that'll help you a lot. You'll know the process. Can felons work for Arise? So Jeffrey, no. They usually fail the background check, but I've been asked about misdemeanors as well. Um, Misdemeanors, they're hit or miss. Honestly, I've had people get through with misdemeanors, but I've also had people be turned away. The only way they'll really know is if they apply. And if theft, those are usually the ones that get turned away because you're dealing with confidential information. I'm excited to have you in class. Yes. All right, y'all. Well, we are 35 minutes in. I don't want to take up your whole Saturday. I said I just wanted to come say, hey, it's been a little while. Tomorrow, I will have that business credit video uploaded. Upload a lot of my videos super late because I work super late, midnight, one-ish. So if you go to bed early, then check back Monday and it'll be uploaded. So thank y'all for coming into my live, and like I said, I'll put the link below for the class for this Wednesday at 8 p.m. for new businesses or people who want to start businesses. If you need help walking through that process and getting your foundation and making sure your foundation is built correctly, hop in the class. And I will also put the link for Masterclass below. The email wrap-up link will be below if you want to sign up to receive emails after my live videos that I do. Not this one, but like the videos that I do on like business credit or just giving you information. I'll do a wrap-up email for that and send them out to everybody so you can have the resources without having to write it down. You can sign up for that. The email wrap-up link will be below. And I look forward. I'll go live again next Saturday for Social Saturday. And hopefully I'll see you guys then. And I look forward to seeing y'all Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles. You can tell I have kids. That's Mickey Mouse. Oh, toodles. See y'all later. Bye. Thank you, Carlos.